How much is too much, and what is the best way to handle an ex? Get ready to fly because we are going in your pants. Sex columnist Anna David, who's written for magazines like UK Esquire and Playboy, is back with more advice for you, so let's check out our first question.
Let's do it.
My ex lives in the same area I live in, and I'm afraid I'm going to run into her somewhere like Ralph's or on the street. When I do, what's the best way to handle it?
I have an ex that lives not too far away from me. I have not run into him yet.
But you live in fear of it, do you?
No, I don't live in fear of it because I think I could handle it well. I don't know what I would do, but I feel confident that I would handle it well. But what should you be doing?
Well, I think it obviously depends on the relationship and how it ended and what went down. But
saying it's not good because obviously he's afraid to run into her.
Yeah, let's assume it's not good. I think the best thing you can do, look, if you run into an ex and you're hostile and rude, all that's going to do is sort of fester. It's going to make you resent them more. It sounds crazy, but the thing is, the best thing you can do is just be cordial and kind and warm, but, you know, not open up too much. It doesn't mean, hey, let me tell you all about this new person I'm dating, or let me find out, you know, stay away from what's happening in your romantic life. That's what people always
do. But what about when they ask you? They're like, hey, so how are you? So you dating? And it's like the fifth question. It's always like they try to throw in these random questions that don't mean anything.
Right,
and then they say, so are you dating anybody?
If they say that, you can just sort of like brush it off and just sort of say, nobody special. I mean, I don't think that anything great can come from interacting with an ex and sort of trading information, you know, about the new person you're seeing.
I was at the mall a few months ago, and I saw my 9th grade boyfriend from Japan in the mall in California with his wife and his new baby.
And so you said hi to him.
You know what I did?
You ran the other way.
I ran behind. I ran to the dressing rooms because I didn't want to see him.
How did you know it was his wife and his new baby? It could have been
because he had MySpace me before, right before he got married, and asked me on a date.
Right.
And I was like, and then later on he had said, he sent out a mass email bulletin that he had a baby. So I recognized them, and I ran.
Maybe he's watching.
Yes.
Just in case you didn't know that was intentional when you ran.
Yeah, so your advice is be cordial. My advice is run.
No, you don't mean that. Say hello and be cordial, and always just be the one that you can walk away with your dignity sort of intact no matter how the ex behaves.
But, hey, if they don't see you run away, then your dignity is still intact.
Well, okay, that's true. Running into them means them seeing you. But if they don't see you, and you can make a clean getaway.
That's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Let's check out the next question.
I have a problem. I masturbate constantly. I don't know how to stop myself. I try not to, but I can't help it. I mean, I do it like 2 or 3 times a day, so a little help?
2 or 3 times a day. So
this is what, as someone who's never masturbated, what do you think of 2 or 3 times a day?
Well, I've never masturbated, but I think about sex more than 2 or 3 times a day.
Right.
I just want to know what's your job that you have enough time to sit at home and masturbate, or maybe he's not at home.
Yeah.
Maybe he's at work masturbating.
An upsetting thought. I think that, it depends. I couldn't tell how old he was.
Yeah.
Could you?
No, 20s.
Yeah. I mean, at a certain, when you're 17 or 18 as a guy, it's not scarily that unusual to masturbate 2 or 3 times a day.
20s isn't that unusual either.
Yeah, I think first half of the 20s, it's not
but he
that
wants
unusual.
To stop.
But I think if it's interfering with your life, and you think it's a problem and you want to stop, then good for you for recognizing that it's a problem. I think that we as a society love to check out, whether it's through relationships, through sex, drugs, whatever it is, shopping, smoking, whatever. I think that masturbating is another way we check out. So the more intense your life is and the more you have going on, the more likely you are to want an escape. So I would say, look at what's going on in your life. What's going on at school? What's going on, or work? What's going on in your personal relationships? See if there's stuff you're avoiding. And remember that the more time you spend alone with your right hand, the last time you're out, being able to meet a woman who could, give your hand a break.
Or ask yourself this, why do you want to stop? Because I think about sex a lot. I'm driving, I think about sex. I'm eating, I think about sex.
But you say to a guy, why would you want to stop when you don't masturbate?
Well, I think about it, and it's just as good for me.
Yeah, I think that
I can just think about it and be good.
I do think that it's if it's what bothers you. If it bothers you and it sounds like it does, then look at what else is going on. And you can stop.
You can't stop. It's like if you it's like you build up to it. Like it's like having sex with a girl, right? So like when you're not having sex all day, then you see her, then it's going to be really great when you actually do have sex. Like think about that with masturbation.
Yeah.
Masturbate once a day, and then like just try not to hold back, and then when you actually do, it'll be really great.
The less you do something, the more special it is when you do it.
See? All right, thanks, Anna. And you guys can get all of Anna's answers to all of these questions you just heard on our website at g4tv.com/AOTS, and you can find out more about Anna David at annadavid.com.
Things that make you go,
Yeah.
Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7, only on G4.